Welcome to the Simplified Uplifters Marriage Mastery Podcast, where we focus on self-awareness, emotional healing, and building stronger relationships, starting with you. In today's episode, we're talking about a kind of exhaustion that rest doesn't fix. The tiredness that comes from carrying too much emotionally, holding on to old stories, and constantly being strong. If you've been feeling drained even when life looks fine on the outside, this conversation is for you. Let's begin. Let's talk about exhaustion. Again, the kind that sleep doesn't fix. Not the kind where you say, I stayed up too late, but the kind where you wake up tired, go through your day tired, and end the day wondering why you feel depleted when, on paper, nothing is wrong. This exhaustion isn't physical. It's emotional. It's psychological. It's the cost of carrying stories that were never meant to be carried this long. Because here's the truth most people miss. You don't get tired from doing too much. You get tired from being someone you're no longer aligned with. Emotional leakage. Energy leaks happen when you explain yourself too much. You manage other people's emotions. You suppress your truth to keep the peace. You replay conversations in your head long after they're over. That's not kindness. That's self-abandonment, and the body always keeps score. Your exhaustion isn't random, it's feedback. Next, let's talk about how old stories burn more energy than new decisions. Old stories sound like, I don't want to disappoint them. This is just how I am. I should be grateful, so I shouldn't complain. If I don't do it, it won't get done. Those stories require constant maintenance. New decisions create energy. Old stories drain it. This is why healing often feels uncomfortable at first, because you're no longer feeding the pattern that kept you exhausted. Next, we will address the cost of over-responsibility. Many of us were taught, be strong, be dependable. Don't be a burden. But strength without boundaries becomes resentment. Dependability without rest becomes burnout. You were never meant to carry everything, especially things that aren't yours. Energy is a boundary issue, not a motivation issue. You don't need a new routine, more discipline, better time management. You need fewer emotional obligations, clearer internal permission, the courage to stop negotiating your needs. Rest is not earned. Rest is required. If you're exhausted, ask yourself, what am I carrying that I no longer need to carry? Because you're not broken. Your story is, and stories can change. And most important, remember, you are extraordinary.